The distance was 1 inch. The target weighed 250 pounds. Former linebacker, NFL reject, muscle on muscle. He laughed when Bruce explained the technique. 1 inch? You can't generate power from 1 inch. Physics doesn't work that way. Bruce smiled. Watch. What happened next defied every law of physics. The 250-pound man flew backward, not stumbled, not fell. Flew, 15 feet through the air, through a drywall, left human-shaped hole, like cartoon, like Looney Tunes, but real. Impossible. But 200 witnesses saw it. High-speed cameras filmed it. Scientists still can't explain it. Vegas will never forget. This is that story. Las Vegas, Caesars Palace Casino, November 18, 1972. Friday night. Peak gambling hours. Bruce Lee was there for press junket. Promoting Enter the Dragon. Movie wasn't released yet. Still in post-production. But Hollywood buzz was massive. Unprecedented. Warner Brothers invested $850,000. Needed star to deliver. Needed guarantee. Casino owner Tony Romano arranged demonstration. Personal favor to Warner Brothers executives. Show Vegas what you can do. Entertainment capital wants to see real martial arts, not movie magic, not camera tricks, real thing, real power, real technique. Bruce agreed, but had one condition, non-negotiable. I demonstrate once, one technique, one volunteer from audience, no rehearsal, no preparation, no safety measures, pure demonstration, raw reality. Take it or leave it. They set up in casino's main ballroom, massive room, grand ballroom, 200 feet long, 80 feet wide, 40-foot vaulted ceiling, crystal chandeliers hanging everywhere, each chandelier worth $50,000, red velvet carpet, imported Italian, gold trim everywhere, real gold leaf, marble columns, Carrara marble, shipped from Italy, Vegas, opulence at absolute maximum, no expense spared. Casino invited high rollers, gamblers who bet millions nightly, celebrities staying at hotel, professional athletes in town, people who'd seen everything, people who were impossible to impress, people with money, people with power, people with connections. Frank Sinatra was there, front row center, chairman of the board, Vegas royalty, owned piece of casino. Elvis Presley came through, stayed 20 minutes, had show later that night. Curious about Bruce. Muhammad Ali stopped by, watched from balcony, private box, didn't want crowd attention. Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., part of Rat Pack. Tom Jones, performing at Caesars that month. Steve McQueen flew in from Los Angeles. Bruce's friend, training partner, wanted to see demonstration. All Vegas royalty, all entertainment legends, all curious, all skeptical. They'd seen magicians. David Copperfield performing down the strip. Siegfried and Roy at Mirage. Lance Burton. Amazing Jonathan. Illusionists everywhere. Performers everywhere. Tricks everywhere. Was Bruce Lee just another Vegas act? Another trick? Another illusion? Another performer selling fantasy? The setup was simple. Deceptively simple. Bruce would demonstrate 1-inch punch. Classic Wing Chun technique. Signature move. But most people had never seen it. Didn't understand it. Thought it was myth. Urban legend. Chinese fairy tale. Kung fu movie exaggeration. You can't generate power from 1 inch, physics professor in audience said loudly. Dr. Kenneth Walsh, MIT graduate, 3 degrees, taught at UNLV, published textbook on classical mechanics, used in universities nationwide. Force equals mass times acceleration, basic physics, Newton's second law. 1 inch doesn't allow acceleration, distance too short, time too brief, physics too clear, too absolute. Simple physics. This is showmanship, not science. Entertainment, not education. Prove me wrong. Bruce addressed the crowd. 200 people packed into ballroom, standing room only. Fire marshal concerned. Too many people. Casino sold tickets, $100 each. Expensive. Charity event officially. All proceeds to local children's hospital. Tax deduction for casino. Good publicity. Good karma. I need volunteer. Someone big. Someone strong. Someone athletic. Someone who doesn't believe this works. Someone who thinks I'm fraud. Someone who wants to expose me. Step forward. Prove me fake. Hands shot up everywhere. Dozens of volunteers. Men wanted to prove it was fake. Show it was trick. Expose the illusion. Reveal the deception. Vegas loved exposing frauds, revealing tricks, unmasking magicians. That's half the entertainment. That's the game. That's the thrill. Bruce selected carefully. Not random choice. Strategic selection. Psychological selection. Walked through crowd slowly. Examined volunteers individually. Checked size, checked stance, checked body language, checked attitude, checked eyes, finally stopped, right in front. Pointed directly. You, what's your name? The man grinned, confident grin, arrogant grin. Jack the Boulder, Morrison. Nickname earned. Former NFL linebacker. Dallas Cowboys. 3 seasons, 1968 to 1970. Got kicked out. Released. Terminated. Too aggressive. Too violent. Too dangerous. Unnecessary roughness penalties every game. Cost team yards. Cost team games. Cost team money. Cost team reputation. Now worked as casino enforcer. Head of security. Broke legs for unpaid debts. Intimidated card counters. Scared away cheaters. Removed troublemakers. Made problems disappear permanently. He was 6 feet 3 inches. 250 pounds. Pure muscle. 0 fat. Body fat 6%. Worked out 4 hours daily. Morning and evening. Bench pressed 400 pounds. Squatted 600. Deadlifted 700. Considered himself invincible. Untouchable. Unbreakable. Unstoppable. "I'll take your punch," he announced loudly, voice booming. Chest puffed, arms crossed. "Show everyone it's fake. Show everyone you're movie star. Not fighter, not warrior, not real. Just actor, just performer, just entertainer." They positioned Jack against wall. Not empty space, not open floor. Against actual wall. Ballroom wall. Structural wall. Load-bearing wall. Supporting upper floors. Thick drywall. Double layer. Half-inch each layer. Behind it, another room. Service corridor. Staff area, kitchen prep area, storage. Jack stood with back 6 inches from wall, arms at sides, relaxed but ready. Bruce stood facing him, 140 pounds, tiny compared to Jack. David versus Goliath. Adjusted distance carefully, Precisely. Extended fist. Right fist. Touched Jack's chest. Center mass, then pulled back. Exactly 1 inch. Measured it. Someone brought ruler. Metal ruler. Casino supervisor. Tony's assistant. Verified measurement. 1 inch. No more. No less. Marked it with chalk. Drew line on floor. Marked fist position. Proof. Documentation. Evidence. Jack laughed. Deep belly laugh. Genuine amusement. This is your secret weapon? This is what terrifies people? 1 inch tickle? 1 inch love tap? My grandmother hits harder. My daughter hits harder. This is joke. This is comedy. Audience laughed with him. Nervous laughter. Entertainment laughter. This was Vegas entertainment. High-stakes comedy. Expensive joke. $100 per ticket joke. Bruce explained the principle. Patiently, calmly. Like teacher. Like professor. Like master. Power doesn't come from distance. Common misconception. Western misconception. Comes from structure. Atrocity from whole-body connection. From ground to fist. One connected unit. Unified structure. Not arm strength. Not shoulder strength. Not chest strength. Not individual muscles. Whole body strength. Integrated strength. Systematic strength. You'll feel entire impact. All of it. Nowhere to dissipate. Nowhere to absorb. Nowhere to escape. Nowhere to hide. Direct transmission. Pure transfer. Complete transfer. Understand? Jack smirked. Mocking smirk. Sure, Bruce Lee, sure. Whatever you say, whatever helps you sleep at night, whatever sells movie tickets. Just throw your little punch so we can all move on to real entertainment. To real Vegas shows. To real magic. Bruce positioned himself. Methodically, perfectly, 1 foot forward, right foot, 1 foot back, left foot, feet shoulder-width apart, knees slightly bent, not locked, weight balanced, 50-50 distribution, fist 1 inch from Jack's chest, exactly 1 inch, center mass, solar plexus area, sternum, xiphoid process, right over heart, right over diaphragm, breathing steady, slow, deep, calm, controlled, focused, laser-focused, not tense, not aggressive, not angry, paradox, contradiction, relaxed power, soft strength, coiled spring, compressed energy. Audience fell silent. Complete silence. 200 people. Nobody talking. Nobody moving. Curiosity overtook mockery. Interest overcame skepticism. Even skeptics wanted to see what happened. Even doubters wanted proof. Even mockers wanted evidence. Camera crew filmed. 3 cameras, different angles. Professional cameras, high-speed camera, phantom camera, 1,000 frames per second. Casino wanted footage, wanted proof, wanted evidence, wanted documentation, wanted posterity, wanted history of whatever happened next. Bruce didn't count down, didn't telegraph, didn't announce, didn't warn, didn't prepare Jack. Just released. Sudden release. Explosive release. 1 inch of travel. His fist moved forward. 1 inch exactly. Connected with Jack's chest. Dead center. Perfect placement. What happened next shocked everyone. Absolutely everyone. Every single person. Jack's expression changed instantly. Microsecond transformation. Faster than thought. From smug confidence to absolute shock. From mockery to terror. From amusement to horror. His eyes went wide, wider than physically possible, wider than biology allows. Mouth opened, jaw dropped, literally dropped. Then his body moved, not forward, backward, violently backward, explosively backward, like he'd been hit by truck, like semi-truck, like freight train going 60 miles per hour, like invisible force grabbed him, hooked him, yanked him backward, pulled him backward. His 250 pounds lifted off ground. Both feet left carpet. Simultaneously, became airborne. Actually, airborne. Literally, airborne. Flew backward through space, through air, through room, like missile, like rocket, like cannonball, like human projectile. The sound was incredible, unforgettable. Symphony of destruction. First, impact. Dull thud, heavy thud, flesh hitting flesh, fist meeting chest, bone meeting bone. Then whoosh, massive whoosh, air displacement, hurricane force wind, body moving through space at impossible speed. Then crack, loud crack, gunshot crack, Jack's body hitting wall, drywall buckling, structure failing. Then crash, explosive crash, deafening crash, Jack's body going through wall, completely through, both layers, drywall exploding, disintegrating, white powder cloud, mushroom cloud, debris everywhere, chunks everywhere, dust everywhere, particles everywhere. Jack disappeared through wall, vanished completely. Gone. Transported. Into service corridor behind. Into kitchen area. Left perfect human-shaped hole. Absolutely perfect. Arms spread wide. Like airplane. Legs spread apart. Like split. Head-sized circle top. Torso-sized oval middle. Waist. Hips. Legs. Everything. Cartoon physics. Looney Tunes physics. Bugs Bunny hole. Wile E. Coyote hole. Roadrunner hole. Tom and Jerry hole. But real. Actually real. Actually happened. Actually physical. In Caesar's Palace. In Las Vegas. Nevada. United States. Earth. Reality. In front of 200 witnesses. 200 people. 200 humans with eyes. Silence. Complete stunned silence. Absolute silence. Total silence. 200 witnesses. Nobody moved. Nobody spoke. Nobody breathed. Nobody blinked. Nobody thought. Just staring. Frozen. Paralyzed. Jaws dropped. Eyes wide. Minds blank. At human-shaped hole in wall. Perfect hole. Impossible hole. Where Jack used to be standing. Where solid wall used to be existing. Where physics used to make sense. Now, hole, perfect outline, perfect silhouette, perfect impossibility. Like cookie cutter, like hole punch, like stencil, like template. Arms, legs, head, torso, all perfect, all exact, all impossible. Someone ran to hole, casino manager, Tony's nephew, looked through, peered into service corridor, into staff area. Jack was there, 15 feet away, measured later. Exactly 15 feet from wall. Laser measured, surveyed, documented, flat on back, sprawled, spread eagle, staring at ceiling, fluorescent lights above, buzzing lights, conscious but stunned, aware but confused, couldn't speak, couldn't move, couldn't process, just breathing, heavy breathing, labored breathing, ragged breathing, trying to process, trying to understand, trying to comprehend, trying to accept. What just happened? How did it happen? Why did it happen? Physics, biology, reality, magic, dreams, hallucination. Medical team rushed in. Casino had doctors on standby. Always. Every night. Prepared for emergencies. Standard procedure. Heart attacks, common. Strokes happen. Gambling-induced stress kills. Champagne overdoses occur. Cocaine incidents frequent. This? Nobody prepared for this. Nobody trained for human projectile. Nobody studied for physics violations. They examined Jack carefully, thoroughly, professionally, checked vitals, measured everything. Heart racing, 180 beats per minute. Tachycardia, blood pressure spiked, 190 over 110. Hypertensive crisis, hyperventilating, 40 breaths per minute. Mild shock, psychological shock, existential shock. But miraculously, no broken bones, no fractures, no cracks, no internal bleeding, no ruptured organs, no torn muscles, no damaged ligaments, no serious injuries. Impossible but true, miraculous but real. Just trauma, physical trauma, psychological trauma, emotional trauma, spiritual trauma. "How do you feel?" Doctor asked gently. Jack whispered hoarsely, voice shaking. "Like train hit me. Like building fell on me. Like mountain crushed me. Like God punched me. Like universe rejected me." "How? How is that possible?" 1 inch. One small punch through wall. 15 feet. How? Explain, please. Tell me how. Bruce helped Jack up. Extended hand, pulled him to feet. Walked him through hole, into ballroom, through human-shaped opening, through impossible doorway. Audience erupted. Explosion of sound. Not laughter, not mockery, not doubt. Applause. Thunderous applause. Deafening applause. Standing ovation. Immediate. Unanimous. All 200 people. On feet. Jumping. Clapping. Cheering. Whistling. Screaming. They'd witnessed impossible. They'd seen physics violated. They'd watched laws of nature bend. They'd watched 250-pound former NFL linebacker professional athlete trained fighter fly through solid wall from 1-inch punch. No tricks, no wires, no explosives, no hydraulics, no trapdoors, no fake walls, no stunt doubles, no camera tricks, just technique, just power, just skill, just dedication, just mastery, just Bruce Lee. Frank Sinatra approached, pushed through crowd, chairman of the board, Vegas royalty, entertainment legend. "Bruce, I've seen everything in Vegas, everything. 50 years in this town, magic acts, illusions, stunts, escapes, Houdini, Copperfield, Blaine, everyone, every trick, every illusion, every miracle. That was real. That wasn't trick, that wasn't illusion, that wasn't fake. How? How in God's name did you do that?" Bruce explained patiently, respectfully, humbly. "Mr. Sinatra, body mechanics, ground force, earth energy, kinetic chain, energy transfer, weight transfer, hip rotation, spine torque, shoulder snap, wrist release. Not magic, not supernatural. Physics. Different physics than textbooks teach. But still physics. Still science, still measurable. Eastern understanding, ancient understanding. Western science doesn't have language for it yet. Doesn't have equations yet. doesn't have models yet. But it's real. It's demonstrable. It's repeatable. Just not easily. Just not quickly. Takes lifetime. The cameras captured everything. All 3 angles simultaneously. Played back immediately. Instant replay. Slow motion. Frame-by-frame analysis. Could see everything. Every detail. Every microsecond. Exact moment of impact. Bruce's fist traveling 1 inch forward. Connecting with Jack's chest. Contact point. Exact center. Jack's chest compressing. Sternum flexing inward. Ribs bending. Fabric wrinkling. Flesh rippling. Then reaction. Equal and opposite? No. Magnified and catastrophic. Not in fist. In Jack's body. His entire mass. His entire weight. All 250 pounds. Every ounce. All moving backward. Accelerating. 0 to 30 miles per hour instantly. Conservation of momentum violated. Energy appearing from nowhere. Physics broken. Thermodynamics shattered. Yet real. Yet documented. Yet filmed. Yet undeniable. November 18, 1972. Las Vegas. Caesar's Palace. 1 wall, 1 hole. 1 impossible moment that changed everything. Forever.